Morning everybody, Mike Niemiec here with some early morning grain and oilseed comments for Thursday, July 3rd. Well, on the heels of a down week in here based on the USDA reports that we had on Monday and the conducive weather and crop conditions, we're down in the neighborhood of around 25 cents for the week in wheat, in corn, down anywhere from around 35 to 80 cents in the beans, down around $15 to $30 in the meal, and down around 145 points in the soybean oil. So once again, pretty much a pretty defensive week. But we're getting a little bit of a reprieve in the overnight trade. We're up around 2 cents in the wheat, up around 1 in the corn, a nickel in the beans, up around $2 in the meal, and up around 10 points in the soybean oil. So we'll see if we can't have a little bit more of a reprieve here today. We have 3 reports coming on out. In a little bit, we'll have our weekly sales numbers coming on out. Once again, they've taken somewhat of a back step in here with the USDA reports that came out on Monday, particularly our bean and meal sales, since we found some extra beans on our quarterly stocks report. Then we're also going to get some trade data coming on out, imports, exports. That too will have a lesser impact on the bean and meal market because we were looking for imports for beans and meal once we had our tight supply situation because of the business that we were doing. But once again, the USDA report kind of put a squelch on that. And then we're also going to be getting Informa coming on out here this morning, and they're going to be updating their acreage and production numbers for wheat, corn, and soybeans, both domestically and around the world. And as a result of what we've just seen as far as USDA and our crop conditions, we're going to surmise that both here and abroad, we're going to find out that we are pretty much awash with grains at this point in time. So all that pretty much sums up of why we've been on the defense here this week. But once again, maybe we can get a little bit of a reprieve here today. It is July 3rd. It is a shortened trading session today. We are only going to be open until noon, and then we're not going to open again until Monday at 8:30 in the morning, so there won't be any Sunday night trade. So a long stretch in here without any trading, but when we come on back, we'll be looking at a commitment of traders report at the end of the day, and we still surmise that the trade is still net long the corn, beans, and soybean meal. We have a little bit of a large net short position in the wheat, and only marginally short the soybean oil. But if you look at the corn and the oil seeds, them still being somewhat unchanged to still net long, we will once again start to revisit weather, crop conditions, and have another USDA report at the end of the week, of which at this point in time are non-bullish, and once again leading the susceptibility of finding out that we're going to wash out more of these longs in the marketplace because of no bullish story ongoing. Once again, these are my opinions, not that of ADM or ADMIS.